going on, people? It is Christopher here, back in the building with the UEFA Champions League quarter-final previews. And at the same time, I am going to be ditching the timer for the rest of the tournament because, after all, these are possibly 7 of the biggest games in European football this season, and I think it deserves a bit more quality time when it comes to discussing them. So, without further ado, let's get started on the video. The quarterfinals, what UEFA has done is that the rules are simple. Anyone could play anyone at any given moment in times. However, the bracket is fixed ahead for the rest of the tournament, so the teams that are playing each other are scheduled to play other teams, and you guys will see that on the screen in a very short while. But I'm going to get through who are the quarterfinalists, because in quarterfinal 1 we have Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund, although the fixtures will not be played in the order that I will read them out. However, City comfortably saw off Borussia Mönchengladbach, whilst Borussia Dortmund outplayed Sevilla in what had to be said was 2 very entertaining last 16 ties. Next up, we have what I think is the clash of the quarterfinals, where we've got Bayern Munich against PSG, which is a repeat of last year's final. However, I think the winner of this game will be the winner of the Champions League this year, but we will wait and see. Bayern beat Lazio comfortably, whilst PSG smashed apart Barcelona. Meanwhile, we've got a repeat of the 2018 final in the form of Real Madrid against Liverpool, where Real Madrid got through against Atalanta somewhat unconvincingly in my eyes, but they got the job done. That's all that matters. Whilst Liverpool, well, they saw off RB Leipzig, albeit on neutral soil because of the ongoing COVID-19 restrictions. And last but not least, we had Porto beating Juventus, and we had Chelsea seeing Atletico Madrid. But now it's time to preview the quarterfinals. As promised, guys, you can see the tournament bracket up on screen right now. And just to clarify what I mean by a fixed bracket is that the winners of the Manchester City Borussia Dortmund game will play the winners of the Bayern Munich PSG game. And likewise, the Real Madrid Liverpool game winner will play the winners of the Porto Chelsea game. And without further ado, I'm going to get started on my predictions for both legs, by the way. And I think the first leg between City and Borussia Dortmund will play out in an entertaining 2-2 draw. And let's not forget that Manchester City are chasing an unprecedented quadruple. Or will Jadon Sancho come back to haunt his former club? And we also need to ask whether Hurricane Haaland will strike once again. But likewise, I predicted a 2-2 draw in the first leg. But I think Borussia Dortmund will nick it and win 3-2 come the second leg. Next up, my tie of the quarterfinals. Bayern Munich versus PSG, a battle of last year's finalists. But I think with Bayern Munich, without Lewandowski, by the way, I think they'll hold on to a 1-1 draw in the first leg, but PSG will nick it and win 1-0 in the second leg and advance to the semi-finals. And if my prediction holds true, then what will happen is that PSG should win it all for once in their illustrious career as a club so far, but we need to wait and see. Next up, Real Madrid versus Liverpool, although I'm not convinced by any of the form of both clubs going into this fixture. Although I am predicting a 1-1 draw in the first leg, I think come the second leg, Real Madrid will show their class and nick a 1-0 win. However, on that final note, I think my least favourite fixture of the quarterfinals has to be Porto-Chelsea, without a doubt, even though Porto overcame Juventus in what had to be said was 2 very highly entertaining Champions League last 16 clashes, including extra time in the second leg. I don't think it will live up to the expectation of what many people think it will. Meanwhile, Chelsea, even though they got past the La Liga leaders Atletico Madrid, likewise, I don't see any positive football coming out of it, especially under Thomas Tuchel, from what I've seen so far this season. But I think Chelsea should be able to scrape it through and win 1-0 in the first leg and 2-0 in the second leg. But on that note, guys, that is the end of my predictions. As always, guys, don't forget to look after yourselves both mentally and physically. don't forget to check out another one of my videos. And last but not least, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel right here. And until next time, guys, peace out.